I am Princess Adaora, African most beautiful princess, the girl with the tail. They called me cursed. They said my tail was a mark of shame, a punishment, a burden I brought upon my family and the royal household. But here comes the truth. Here comes the true origin of my tail. What they thought was a curse was in fact an ancient blessing, the mark of the Ishi, a mythical bloodline of women chosen once every 2 centuries to guard the sacred boundary between the living and the spirit realm. My tail was my inheritance, a seal of power passed down through blood and silence. I was born different, and my mother knew. She had seen the signs before, in dreams, in omens, in the eyes of the oracle. But the oracle gave her a warning. Do not reveal the truth. If her power awakens too soon, it may devour her. So she kept quiet, and I grew up thinking I was cursed. I smiled through mockery. I danced with shame on my back. Even my 2 closest friends, Chidi and Amara, my confidants, betrayed me, joining the villagers in their gossip. They said I was not meant for love, not meant for joy, that I was the tail-born burden of pain. Then came Namdi, not a prince, but a hunter. He chose me, and I chose him, even when his family rejected me. They believed I padlocked his destiny. His sister, Ifeoma, led the charge. But fate has a way of unveiling hidden truths. One day, Ifeoma fell mysteriously ill, her body burning, her spirit fading. On the edge of death, with her voice cracking and her soul trembling, she confessed everything. Namdi's misfortune, she said, was not caused by Adaora. It was my doing. Out of envy and fear, she had visited a dark priestess. In exchange for a charm to ruin my womb and weaken Namdi's strength, she offered goat's blood and a braid of her hair. But dark magic is never loyal. The curse twisted back at her. Her own child fell into a shallow sleep that wouldn't end, their home filled with nightmares. In the corners of their room, whispers began to speak her name. When she came to me, she did not come with rage. She came with begging eyes and a mother's sorrow. And I, Princess Adaora, the girl they once mocked, forgave her. But my journey was only beginning. The royal palace, still troubled by my presence and tail, began seeking answers. That was when a strange discovery was made. Beneath the palace, in a sealed ancient chamber known only to the first queens of my bloodline, a secret lay hidden. These queens, they were all born with tails, and before they died, each left behind one thing, a message for the one who would come next. I was that one. The room was protected by silence, guarded by dreams. Inside, there was a scroll written in moon ink, unreadable by any but a daughter of Tailblood. I read it. It spoke of a coming war, not of swords, but of spirits. The veil between life and death would tear, and I would be asked to choose vengeance or mercy, wrath or healing. If I chose wrong, the entire kingdom could fall. I was terrified, but the time was near. Then came the message from the village priestess. At exactly 1 a.m., go beneath your father's compound. Cough 3 times, and whatever comes, do not run. I obeyed. At 1 a.m., I stepped into the chamber barefoot. I coughed once, then twice. And on the 3rd cough, the air shifted. My tail suddenly grew longer, stiffer, and coiled tightly around my waist like a belt of light. Lightning struck the sky, not with thunder but with silence. And for a few moments, the night turned into daylight. Then, before me appeared 3 women, dressed in white royal robes, glowing, faces calm yet full of power. You have awakened, daughter of Eshi, they said. Carry on the legacy, the curses are broken. The village is free, and just like that, they vanished. Peace returned to the land, but in the quiet, my womb remained still. I couldn't conceive, months passed. I cried in the dark. I asked myself, is it my tail? Am I truly cursed? Did Ifeoma's spell bind me forever? Even Namdi, though kind, began to wonder. His joy dimmed. But one day, I went deep into the forest, knelt beneath the Eshi tree, and poured out my soul to God. I said, if I was born for pain, take this pain and turn it to purpose. That night I dreamed of a lioness nursing a cub. When I woke, I was new. Months later, I conceived. I gave birth to a beautiful baby boy, healthy, strong, and without a tail. And for the first time, the hunter smiled like the sun. He named him Zikora, show the world that God remembers. And so, the girl with the tail became the woman who saved a kingdom and birthed a new legacy. Please do like, share, comment, and subscribe for more amazing stories. Thanks for watching.